Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I wanted to help people get the information that they needed before November 5th gets here. I live in the state of Florida, so I figured the best way to do that is to show my fellow Floridians how to find what's going to be on the ballots. This first video is going to be talking about the ballot initiatives, which are the amendments that the people of the state of Florida will be voting on. I just put Florida Ballot Measures 2024 in the Google search bar, and I'm going down to the state of Florida website for initiatives and amendments. Now, this year in 2024, there are only 6 amendments on the ballot. The one getting the most attention is the Amendment 3, Adult Personal Use of Marijuana, and second most is the Amendment to Limit Government Interference with Abortion, which is Amendment 4. There are many more things on this list, but these are ones that are still in petition form and trying to get enough signatures to end up on a ballot. If you're interested, check those out too to see what will be up on the ballot in 2026. Now, to show you what the actual things say, click on them, scroll down, summary. Allows adults 21 years or older to possess, purchase, or use marijuana products and marijuana accessories for non-medical personal consumption by smoking, ingestion, or otherwise. Allows medical marijuana treatment centers and other state licensed entities to acquire, cultivate, process, manufacture, sell, and distribute such products and accessories. Applies to Florida law. Does not change or immunize violations of federal law. Establishes possession limits for personal use. Allows consistent legislation. Defines terms and provides effective date. Now, the sponsor of this is Safe and Smart Florida. A little more information if you scroll down tells you how many were needed to get just the impact statements. The next number is telling you how many signatures were needed before the deadline for this to be placed on the ballot. And that was 891,523. The current total valid by the time that it went on was 1,033,770. So far more than was necessary. If you followed the information down here, you'll see that it'll be for this year, the election year of 2024, and it is ballot number 3. Let's go back. The next one is the Amendment to Limit Government Interference with Abortion, Amendment 4. What does it say? What's actually being proposed is no law shall prohibit, penalize, delay, or restrict abortion before viability or when necessary to protect the patient's health, as determined by the patient's healthcare provider. This amendment does not change the legislature's constitutional authority to require notification to a parent or guardian before a minor has an abortion. The sponsor of this bill was Floridians Protecting Freedom Incorporated. Now, same amount was needed. It's based on 8% of the voters and at least half of the Florida's congressional districts. It has the same requirements as Amendment 3. Statewide total currently valid is 997,035. Again, almost more than 100,000 more than was necessary. Again, it's ballot number 4, and it's for this year, election year 2024. Now let's skip down here to the right to fish and hunt. This is Amendment 2. Whoop. Proposing an amendment to the state constitution to preserve forever fishing and hunting, including by the use of traditional methods, as a public right and preferred means of responsibly managing and controlling fish and wildlife. Specifies that the amendment does not limit the authority granted to the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission under section of Article 4 of state constitution. And this sponsor was the Florida legislature itself. So, what does this mean? In actuality, it just means that it's a proposal to prevent further laws from being established that would prevent Floridians the right to hunt or fish. It specifically says it does not limit the authority granted to the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. This means that you still have to have a fishing license, you still have to have a hunting license, you still have to have all the training, you still can't take what you're not supposed to have. It just means that they cannot institute laws later that would say you can no longer hunt, period, in the state of Florida, or fishing off beaches is not allowed anymore. This is just to protect those rights of Floridians. Let's scroll down to see the difference between one that is actually going to be on the ballot and one that is not. The right to clean and healthy waters. This basically says that the people of Florida have a fundamental right to sue, state agencies and the state itself for either inaction or through their actions allowing the water to become polluted. And the sponsor was the Florida Right to Clean Water. It has, again, it requires the 891,523, but it only has 17,945 as of date. Again, they're trying to get this on the 2026, so the midterm ballot is what they're hoping for. Let's hope that more Floridians care enough about water to pay attention to that. But it's real simple, guys. Just look up your state ballot measures 2024 and see what the actual laws that are being proposed say versus what you're being told online or through word of mouth that may not be accurate. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one.